back to the Messy But Beloved podcast. We are your hosts, Kate.
And Leanne. Today we're going to talk about community.
Our verse today is Hebrews 10:25. Not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. So, why do we need community?
Community is important because we need people around us, and God didn't make man to be alone. In Genesis 2, verse 18, it says, "The Lord your God said, it is not good for man to be alone." Like, literally, it's not good for us to be alone, and that's why we need community.
Yeah. Community gives us basically what she said. I'm going to start there and just build off that. We are, you know what? I lost what I was saying. So I'm just going to start looking at my notes.
You should do that.
So community gives us accountability, and I talk about that way too much, and I need to start working on it. But community gives us a sense of, security and involvement and comfort in a way that you don't get when you're just hanging out by yourself all the time, and because we need people. So and specifically good people who are on the same track in life as us, who have similar goals and are actually want you to grow and be better, and they want to go on that journey with you. So when you have those people around you, you can receive accountability. When you're struggling with something, they can help you grow, and they can keep you on track. And then it also helps you because when you're having conversations with people, you start to realize that, like, what I'm going through right now in my life isn't actually that, like, when you're doing things and you're going through things and you're not telling people about it, you think that you're the only one in the world suffering, and you're the only one who could ever understand the situation that you're in. But truly, you're not at all. I'm certain that there's unique situations, but everybody has the same. Everybody goes through things, and I'm certain that somebody in your circle has gone through something similar and can help you. And community just makes you feel less alone. Community also helps you obviously grow in yourself, and it helps you pour into others, and you just don't feel alone. And
why or how has community impacted you?
Well, I've always grown up in a very Christian circle. Other than like my extended family, I pretty much only hang out with Christians because my life, well, in school, but my life literally revolves around, like, it's just church mostly. Like, I don't do much stuff other than family and school outside of church. Like, those are like my three things that I do all the time. And so I've just kind of always had a Christian community, which kind of gives you a very sheltered outlook on life, which has good and bad things about it. But I've just always had a good Christian community, at least in the adult category. And yeah, I've also always since middle school, I've gone to youth group consistently. So having a community there where there's both adult leaders to, guide us forward, and also it gives you that, like, understanding about how other people are struggling, and that you're not alone. Because when you're hanging out with people your age, going through similar daily lives, like you're going to school with these people, you're hanging out with the same friends, or similar groups and whatever, you do get to know that you are not alone in anything that you're facing. What about you?
It made me realize that, like you said before, I'm not alone in the struggles that I'm going through, and that I don't have to be. Like, I can reach out and be like, hey, I'm going through this. It could be as simple as, could you pray for me? Or what are your thoughts? Or somebody tags on is like, oh, I've been through that. Here's how I handled this. Or I'm going through the exact same thing right now. Do you want to, like, talk about whatever, like, like, how can we figure this out together? Or
Yeah.
is there anything that we can do to make it better or something? But
Yeah.
also, like, they're in your joys too. Like, they're not just there for your struggles, they're there for, like, everything.
Yeah. And I think I just thought of like 3 examples of, the facing struggles together kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to so many people who have, or at least just overheard conversations like at youth group and things where so many people struggle with, like so many teenagers specifically struggle with like relationships with their parents. Some other things is like body image, insecurities, those type of things.
Mm-hmm.
And also, what was the third thing? Well, like anxieties and things too. That wasn't my third thing, but a lot of people. Oh, the third thing, a more specific example was, this year in our youth group, a big topic of conversation that everybody was struggling with was hearing God's voice.
Yeah.
So that was something like that everybody in our group, a youth group, might have thought like I'm the only one in the entire world who cannot hear God's voice. Like I'm the only one. And then as soon as you start talking about they started talking about it at youth group, they were like, so I'm not the only one, and we can
Nearly
figure this out together.
Every single girl in the circle was like, I have no clue how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So and like we're all coming from
Christian,
different
yeah.
backgrounds, like,
But mostly Christian.
yeah, but yeah,
I had a thought that wasn't in our notes.
go for it.
We also kind of, in the community, we have to be careful to not go too far on the other end, where like community is great and awesome, but when you have like a tight-knit group of people, or even just like an extensive group of people, like people ask me how many friends I have, and I'm like, well, what do you mean? I have.
What would you classify
Do you
as
want?
friend?
Do you want to know how many like my closest friends are, or do you want to know like the friend group just like off of my closest friends, or like everybody in general that I know?
Or the people who I just talked to in class because there's nobody else to talk to.
Yeah, so
There's also those type of friendships.
when you have that extended amount of community, when you do in middle school and high school, where you just have like pockets of friends everywhere that kind of build up into like everybody in a school, you have to be really careful about gossip and how you communicate with friends about other things. Like if one friend, I'm saying like if one friend confides in you about something they're struggling with, that doesn't mean that you have to go to the other friend and tell them about it. And I'm not even saying it like it could be a very positive way, like, hey, can you help me pray for this friend because she's really struggling with this? So, will you just pray for her with me? Like that's not your place exactly to tell somebody else, even if it's for good reason. Am I making sense?
Yeah, like it's their business. They had trust in you to tell you that specific thing that they're struggling with. Or like I don't know, something happy, like I don't know, but what it is, what it could be. But like whatever that information was, they specifically trusted you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's your job as a good friend and yeah, just a good friend in general to just keep that secret and like not really secret, but like just do what you can.
Yeah. Even if you think it's for the benefit of that person, unless they are like telling you that they're gonna like harm themselves or something, which you shouldn't be telling another friend, you should be telling an adult. But unless it's something like serious that needs to be told to an adult, something that is shared with you does not need to be shared with other people.
Yeah.
And we've talked about gossip and stuff before, so we don't have to go over it again. Because I'm also certain that we'll bring it up again, because gossip is a huge thing that is kind of interlaced with a lot of different topics. But in the community aspect, we have to be careful to have good community, but also be healthy about it. And
also, like, you could, like, go up to your friend and be like, hey, could you pray over this person with me? You don't have to specifically say anything about it, but, like, you could go to your other friend and be like, oh, hey, could you help me pray for this person? And, like, don't give really any context, but you also kind of have to be careful with that because, like, if that person gets curious, then it's not really your place to say.
I would stay away from that maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. It just depends on the type of people.
different situations. But just always keep other people in mind and be wise and careful and thoughtful because you never know. I'm pretty sure I was writing this somewhere in here. Oh yeah, it was the next episode. Okay. But the words that you say impact people more than you realize. So in words, actions, literally everything that you do towards another person could impact them more than you realize, even if it's not a big deal to you. So we have to just be careful.
If you're questioning the decision of saying something about it to another person, just don't.
Yeah.
That's your sign that's just like, don't do it. Because if you're questioning it inside your own head and you're thinking, do I not? Is it like whatever? It's probably not a good, it's not a thing to tell.
If you're worried about something, like if you can't keep it to yourself because you just like constantly like worrying about it or whatever, do something to help that person instead, or talk to your mom or another trusted adult instead of like your other friends. Like if you have to talk to somebody about it, then like your mom is another trusted adult would be better than your friends. Like I don't know, I tell my mom a lot of things about like my friends and friend groups and whatever that I would never tell like another friend.
Yeah. There definitely are things that I will tell my mom, but there's also some like boundaries of like what I will not. But what was I gonna say? I had it was at the tip of my tongue. Dang it, I lost it. It's gone. I can't ray trace.
All right. So we find community in many places. The biggest, I think, what kind of community you want. Okay, we're going to start with the people that you hang out with are the people that you're going to act like and you're going to become, basically. I think the saying is like the top five people that you hang out with the most are the people who you become. So if you're hanging out with people who go to parties all the time and are drinking and having sex and swearing and
that's just one side of the extreme. We're not saying,
that's one side of the extreme. Then that's just what you're gonna do because peer pressure and all that is a real thing. So when when we say good community, it's not just the random people that you're hanging out with all the time. It's the people who you're intentionally speaking into your life and being positive and uplifting. So you find those people at church and youth group, which obviously there's exceptions. There's going to be people in those places. Definitely. But that's a really great place to find those people and find a community.
I feel like that'd be your first look, like sure. But like
it's also in those places it's also difficult because you still come from very different backgrounds. So just because you going to church doesn't mean you have anything in common. But that is also that's where I have my community mostly, or at least my closest friends is from church. And basically from there you look in anywhere that you have interest. So, your sports teams, and a lot of this comes naturally too.
It totally comes naturally.
But your sports teams,
school, yeah.
Yes,
I have friends in different classes and stuff. Yeah. Definitely,
but those aren't
in class.
But those aren't your main community.
No, but I see him a lot, so that kind of impacts.
Yeah.
Never mind, keep going.
Join if you aren't doing anything that's, if you're not doing any sort of extracurricular activities. I'm kind of a hypocrite for saying this because literally all I do is orchestra. I don't do anything after school. But if you're not in any sort of class or activity that you're interested in, which there's a really high chance that you are because there's
just so much that you could do, honestly. Once you reach the high school level, there's
if you like art, then be in an art class so that you can find people in art class. If you like acting or singing or music, or be in those respective classes.
Or do stuff outside of school. I bet there's an art club, or there's a theater thing. Or for me, I do tennis. So I practice and I do
all
different...
All of our friends are tennis players, and I'm the only one who doesn't play tennis.
No, that's not really true.
Yeah, it is. In the main friend.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
It's
you're
because
right.
I was just dropped there.
Yeah, you
That's a
got-
story for another day.
You got adopted.
No, that's
By
a
10
story.
tennis
That's a
players.
story for another day. I'm pretty sure I've shared it before.
Oh yeah, you gotta tell me later.
Okay. Well, okay. Actually, I'll just do a quick summary.
Okay.
When
Go for it.
in 7th grade, they changed up the seating arrangement so that it was in tables instead of just rows. And then, so my two
Oh,
friends
yeah.
decided to sit with you guys, who you guys were just sitting together because you knew each other from tennis.
Oh yeah.
So my two friends who don't play tennis decided to sit there, and then one of my friends ditched me, and I was just stuck there. Not that I'm complaining, because you guys are great friends, and I'm
but
glad.
you also knew me, and you knew some other Spanish immersion kids
But that wasn't
in
in
that
the
friend group.
that wasn't in that group.
That's true. That's true.
You
You knew me.
yeah, but that's not any
No.
reason why you sat there.
I know.
my friend
I know.
just-
I'm just
the-
trying to give
the
you like a little
people-
solace.
No, I'm not mad about it at
No,
all.
I
It's
know, I
just
know.
there's a couple months out of the year that I'm like, seriously, can we stop with the tennis?
And you can tell us that too. We'd probably.
But it's fine.
It's definitely a lot, but no, I feel like yeah. But I also do like different. Again, I do different stuff for tennis. So like I do different like outside like classes and stuff, and I do stuff during the summer. There's our school does like a open hit thing where you just go and you play for 2 hours. That's really fun. Or like my sister does volleyball, and they have Wednesday night open like playing time too as well for that. Or is it basketball? It's one of the two. I think it's volleyball. But yeah, and there's also like if you're interested in like theater, you could do a theater intensive camp. You could do I don't know. There's I know for our school at least, band does like a required camp for the high school in the summer that you have to do. Or trying to think.
Just find something that you enjoy, and there's gonna be people there who have similar interests.
Yeah.
Is the moral of the
Yeah.
story.
Mhm.
Obviously, in those broad categories, you still want to make sure that they're
Good people.
morally the same as
Yeah.
you,
Mm-hmm.
because it's very broad category.
I mean, they could have
Not broad, but like
the same morals, but like you could be different people. Like you could like be
yeah, you
different-
don't
like,
have to
you,
be the same person.
You like orchestra, I do tennis. Like there's a
yeah,
yeah
but we still
The
have
mix.
the same,
inner
Yeah.
values. Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah. I
have
know who you mean.
other similar
Yeah,
interests.
definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Do you have the challenge?
yes, my words.
Mhm.
So my challenge, I'm just gonna read it.
Go for it.
Do you have a good community? If you do something to show your appreciation to your friends this week. If you don't, where can you find one?
Yeah.
As simple as that.
My challenge is pray to God and ask if there's anyone you need to welcome into your community or to find one.
Yeah.
I will definitely be appreciating my friends and my community more and more this week.
Great.
High five. There we go.
It's one of our friends' birthday today.
Yes,
Well,
it is. Did you text
not-
her?
Yes.
I
not,
did too.
Not when this goes out, but when we're recording this, it's our friend's birthday.
Yes.
So she doesn't listen to the podcast.
Happy
so
birthday to her. Okay.
at least not that I'm aware of.
I hope she does.
Okay, we just had a
Whoa.
Walla water bottle ASMR.
I think you got a new Nito thing.
It's not a Nito, but yeah.
It's fun.
It's a green sparkly seashell.
It's cute. I
And
like
my
it.
mother loves it when we talk about our fidgets on the podcast. She loves it.
Wait,
So
I bet
shout
she
out to my
does.
mother,
Shout out, yes. Yes.
because she listens to every episode twice.
Twice?
Before it goes out and after it goes out on Spotify.
I don't think my mom listens to them anymore.
That's fine.
I know.
honestly.
I know I trust your mom and my mom trusts yours. So my sister started listening to it. I was like,
My sister
"Dang."
hasn't, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah,
But that's fine.
that's okay.
I don't need her to. It's fine. I can talk to her, then I'm not going to.
No, she came. She did it during camping, and she came up to me and she said something about like
It's
me.
so creepy when
And I was
people
like-
bring something I said up on the podcast. I'm like,
Ugh.
okay.
But it was something personal about like my testimony and stuff. I'm like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
She was like, mocking
was,
me
like,
for this
my-
certain like little thing that I do. I'm like,
Yeah,
Dude.
that was like my biggest fear
Oh,
when we
thanks.
started this podcast. I'm like, this is why I don't want to tell people we know, because then they know things about me. Thank you guys for listening today. Please follow and rate us. Your support means a lot to us.
We also have an email linked in the description. If you have anything you want to share with us, a question, recommendation, prayer request, topic idea, please feel free to shoot us an email. We love hearing from you guys. We will do our best to read and answer every single email that we receive. We are here for you. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.